Now, sometimes, and this is the kicker, because I was a camp counselor at church camp. Anybody else do that? Church camp counselor? Okay. You know, they actually trained us as church camp counselors how to create emotional turmoil in a teenager. Now, if you can get a teenager in enough emotional turmoil, then what you can do is say, well, for example, I can see how you're really upset about the way your mother's been treating you. See, I probe and I probe and I probe and I find out, oh, she's upset about the way her mother's treating her. We talked about her father, nothing there. We talked about her school, nothing there. She's a straight A student. But suddenly I find out, oh, she's got an issue with her mother. Oh, well, okay, I can see you're really upset about that. If I can push her a little harder, I can get her even more upset. Well, what's your mom done to you? Yeah, I agree, that doesn't sound very good. And I can really pump her up so she's emotionally in a turmoil. Then I can say, well, let's pray about that. And maybe Jesus can help you. Now, what happens when somebody takes a deep breath? That wasn't a joke. When I say let's pray, both of us take a deep breath. A guy named Herbert Benson wrote about this 30 years ago, calls the relaxation response. Anybody read his little book, The Relaxation Response? Great book. When you take 3 deep breaths, your body starts relaxing. When I get her to take 3 deep breaths and pray with me, I don't have to say it, I just do it. Let's pray. That looks familiar? Let's pray. Yes. Ministers do it all the time from the pulpit. Let's pray. It's a model, and the whole congregation will follow, or the teenager will follow. Once you take that deep breath, your body instantly goes into a relaxation response. Now, as we're praying, you're going to relax more and more and more. And when I'm finished, I'll say, do you feel better now? Jesus did that for you. We have now, it's classical conditioning. It's just pairing, conditioned response. Now that you're relaxed, attribute it to Jesus. Now, as a psychologist, I attribute it to just simple deep breathing. But not her, not an unsophisticated high school student who's at church camp upset about her mother. I can pair her upset with Jesus. Now, when we're finished, I'm going to say, I want you to go back to the rest of the group. I want you to tell them your story. Of course, that's going to get her more upset. And then what's the group going to do? They're going to say, let's pray for her. And they're going to take a deep breath. And they're going to pray for her. And she's going to experience it again. And then when she goes back to her Sunday school class after church camp, this whole thing's going to go over and over again. It literally is creating a classical conditioned response between Jesus and relaxation, prayer and relaxation, upset and prayer, relaxation. It just works beautifully for indoctrinating people into religion. And it starts so young. It starts when you're really little, oftentimes.